Hey, how you doing? So, I'm going to tell you, I'm 57 years old. I'm going to tell you any uh, implications or experiences I've had, with horseshoe kidney. The chances of getting horseshoe kidney are something like 500 to 1. I actually have a good friend who has one, and I'm sure, you know what it is. It's, when the kidneys, they're not separated properly, they're actually attached. So, I mean, all I can remember from my childhood, I'm not even sure, is I vaguely remember my parents mentioning that and maybe saying I should try to avoid a lot of contact sports. Um, and I don't even know if that's really true. I just know that, I have one. And yeah, I mean, probably biggest of that, or partly biggest of that, I've always, as an adult, I try to drink a lot of water. Well, I don't really know how much it has to do with that, but I do drink a lot of water. I mean, I figure if you have one kidney, you shouldn't. It's probably not a good idea to drink alcohol, so I don't drink alcohol. Um, I did have one experience though that was kind of strange with my horseshoe kidney. I was in the hospital um, for several weeks, about 14 years ago, and they took me down to do some X-rays, to see if certain of my organs had enlarged. And I remember I went down and they took these X-rays of my kidneys. I guess they're like live X-rays. They could see what's going on, and there were two people. One of them was like a technician, and the other was a guy who was I think he was a student, like a resident. And all of a sudden, I'm like medicated. I'm like really under the weather, but the resident starts going, look, 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 look. And he starts showing the other guy, look, look over here. He's all excited, and I realized that it was because of my horseshoe kidney. And I don't know, it didn't make me feel very good that, they would, or the guy was doing that. It was very, went on for a fair amount of time, and it was kind of, kind of very annoying. So, but, other than that, I really, can't say that life with a horseshoe kidney that, that it's impacted me tremendously. I mean, maybe if I didn't have a horseshoe kidney, maybe I'd feel a lot different. I don't know because I have one. Maybe you feel a lot better. Without one, it's very possible, but I'll never know that. Um, and I wonder what happens if someone who has a horseshoe kidney, if something happens to their kidney. I mean, do you have to try to find someone who has a horseshoe kidney, or I guess you just, I guess you just give up, you don't make it. But anyway, so that's my experience having a horseshoe kidney.